It was good. Day 5 of Galilee, and yes, His mercy was new this morning, so thank Him for that. Right now we at Hatzor. This is our first little stop. Right here you can check out part 1 of an olive press where they would crush the olives. And then right here is where they would kind of put the mush of the olives in these baskets and then put some weight on this right here and let the olives continue to squeeze out the oil. So that's what you call a kind of typical olive press in somebody's house. Yeah, this is an Israelite olive press. And we're standing in kind of a 4-room house. You really can't see it right now, but that's where we're at. We saw a Canaanite palace, and this is the place where one of the places where Joshua destroyed, and he burned this city. Check out Joshua chapter 11 and chapter 10. So Hatzor, first visit, day 5 of Galilee. Check out the view a little bit, it's kind of pretty. Hey yo, right now, day 5, Galilee, and we are walking through Tel Dan. Right there you can see the headwaters of the Jordan River. This is where we are right now, kind of in the middle of nowhere, some jungles and junk. I'll update y'all in a minute. Grace and peace, fam. We're still at Dan. What you're looking at right now is the high place of Dan that was set up by Jeroboam. So the golden calf that he set up would kind of be right here in his attempt to pervert the worship of the Lord. So, and that's also the altar right there. Of course, that big old thing wouldn't be there, but that's where the altar would have been at Dan when he tried to set up the false system of worship so that people didn't have to go down to Jerusalem to worship the Lord. So those are the steps leading up to what they call Obama. All right, grace and peace. Day 5 of Galilee. We just left Dan. Checked out a lot of stuff that was going on there. Right now we at the Banyas waterfalls. So we about to go check out the waterfall, and I'll update y'all in just a second. Hey, right now we at the Banyas waterfalls, and as you can see, there's the waterfall right there. It's kind of in this little joint going on right here. So. Yeah, it's buck wild. What's good, fam? Day 5 of Galilee. Now we're at Banyas, Paneas, Caesarea Philippi, whatever you want to call it. It has a lot of different names. Jesus came here in Matthew 16, and in this area is where Peter made the great confession. When Jesus came in this area, he asked him, who do they say the Son of Man is? And then he asked him, who do you think that I am? And so it was in this area where Peter said that thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. Also, real quick, on this little mountainside where they made a lot of Greek god temples to Zeus, to the god Pan, Nemesis, and a lot of other things where they made temples built to these gods. So this is all happening. Matthew 16 was all happening during Jesus' private ministry to his disciples. What's good? Right now, still in Galilee, and we're standing on top or on the slope of Mount Hermon. What happened here was in Matthew chapter 17, Jesus was transfigured before the sight of James, John, and Peter. So he was transfigured on one of these slopes. It could have been over there, or it could have been over here. We're not exactly sure where Jesus was transfigured, but Matthew 17 is the reference. During that event, the testimony of Elijah and the testimony of Moses is what's important, and also the testimony of God. God testified that Jesus is his son in whom he is well pleased, and so that's the most important thing. So we're standing on that slope when we read Matthew 17, and it's just a good thing to think about. So praise be to Yeshua HaMashiach. Hey fam, we're still on Mount Hermon. We just talked about Matthew 17 where Jesus was transfigured, probably on the slopes of Mount Hermon. And what you're looking at now is the remains of a Crusader fortress, more so like a castle, Crusader castle. So check that out up there. About to go up there and walk through some of this stuff up here. If you didn't know, the Crusaders were a group of so-called Christians who came and wanted to take over the Holy Land. So this is one of their castles. Just standing up here on top of this Crusader fortress slash castle, catching a nice view of the area around the around Mount Hermon. So you got your girls up there looking silly than a mug. You got my man Spro right there looking silly than a mug, and you got my man Brent right here looking cooler than that thing. All right.
We're standing on the Golan Heights on the border between Israel and Syria. This is the town of Quneitra. It's an abandoned Syrian village just beyond us. There's a little UN encampment there. You can see Mount Hermon, a little bit of the snows on Mount Hermon. It's a bit cloudy, but that's it right over there. And the road to Damascus, back this direction. Basically, Damascus is 30 miles between us, where we're standing, and the continuation on the road. This is where the Apostle Paul, somewhere between us and Damascus, where he met the Lord, or the Lord met him.
Amen. Last stop of the day, finally, day 5 of Galilee, and this something crazy like that. A possible site for where the pigs ran down into the water, but probably not. We just here. Catch the view though.